My wife came home after cheating on me with her coworker, so I took everything she had. I'm a corporate attorney specializing in contract disputes, and my wife worked as a project manager at a tech startup. We've been married for 8 years and have twin daughters who just turned 6. Our marriage wasn't perfect, but it was solid. We had date nights every other Friday. I made her coffee every morning exactly how she liked it, with 2 pumps of caramel. She left sticky notes on my briefcase with little hearts. We were good. 3 months ago, everything shifted. My wife got promoted to senior project manager at a satellite office 30 minutes away. Bigger team, bigger budget, bigger stress. She started coming home at 9 p.m. instead of 6 p.m. New responsibilities, she said. Important client presentations. I believed her because she'd worked hard for that promotion. Then the small things started adding up. She showered the second she got home. Her phone was always face down. She bought new underwear from a high-end store, which confused me because she usually wore basics from Target. When I asked, she got defensive and said she deserved to feel good about herself. I'm a lawyer. I notice patterns. 2 weeks later, I was reviewing our credit card statement for taxes when I saw them. Uber charges to the same address every Tuesday and Thursday. $47 each time. The address wasn't her office. I looked it up. A luxury apartment complex about 15 minutes from her work. I stared at the screen for 20 minutes trying to rationalize it. Maybe a coworker lived there. Maybe team meetings. Maybe I was paranoid. But my gut wouldn't let it go. I called a friend who's a private investigator and told him everything. He said it would cost $2,800 for a week of surveillance. I transferred the money that afternoon. By Friday, he sent me a folder with 47 photos. My wife and a guy from her office entering the building together at 6:30 p.m. leaving at 9:15 p.m. Same pattern every Tuesday and Thursday. In one photo, his hand was on her lower back. I didn't eat for 2 days, but I didn't confront her. That's the difference between civilians and attorneys. Civilians react emotionally. Attorneys gather evidence. I started moving money. I transferred $85,000 from our joint savings into a separate account at a different bank. I documented every expense in a spreadsheet. I began recording our conversations since we live in a one-party consent state. I kept being the perfect husband. Made her coffee. Kissed her goodbye. Asked about her day. Then I got the smoking done. 2 weeks ago, she left her laptop open on the kitchen counter while she put the girls to bed upstairs. A message notification popped up from her coworker. I clicked it with shaking hands. They were planning a romantic weekend getaway to wine country. Talking about wineries. Joking about getting a couple's massage. He sent her a link to a boutique hotel, $200 per night, booked with our joint credit card. I screenshotted everything, emailed it to myself, cleared the notification history, and closed the laptop exactly how she'd left it. That Friday, she told me she was going to a project management conference 2 hours away, a leadership development workshop. She'd be back Sunday evening. I smiled and told her she deserved it. I even helped her pack. The second her Uber left Saturday morning, I called a locksmith and changed every lock on the house. It cost $850. Then I drove to her parents' house, where they were watching the twins for the weekend. I handed her mother an envelope with divorce papers and the evidence of the affair. Her mom cried. Her dad looked like he might punch a wall. I filed for divorce that afternoon and filed for full custody with a 40-page document containing every photo, every Uber receipt, and every message the investigator recovered. My firm's family law partner said it was the most airtight case she'd ever seen. I also sent everything to the other man's wife. I found her on social media. She had 2 kids under 4. She deserved to know. Sunday night at 9:30 p.m., my wife pulled into the driveway. I watched from the window as she tried her key. It didn't work. She tried again. Then she saw her suitcases on the porch with a restraining order taped to the largest one. She called me screaming. I didn't answer. She called 14 times. Eventually, she went to a hotel and finally read the paperwork. Monday morning, she called from her parents' house. Her voice was smaller. She said we needed to talk like adults. I told her to contact my attorney. On Tuesday, the other man's wife posted about the affair on social media and tagged the company page. By Wednesday, both my wife and her coworker were fired for violating company policy regarding undisclosed workplace relationships. The other man's wife took his luxury sedan in the divorce and got primary custody of their kids. Last week, the judge granted me primary custody pending the final hearing. My wife gets supervised visitation every other weekend. She's living with her parents and working at a coffee shop making $60 an hour. She pays me $2,100 a month in child support.